The Los Angeles Angels are taking on the Baltimore Orioles this Saturday, July the 9th, and I've got a free baseball pick coming your way. I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and the official sponsor of Picks and Parlays is, of course, BetMGM. They're hooking up all new accounts with up to $1,000 in a risk-free first bet. All you've got to do is use the promo code MORNING when you download the app, or check out the description of this video and click on the link. With me today, I've got expert handicapper from Picks and Parlays. It's Ross Benjamin, everybody. How's it going, Ross?
Hey, it's good, Ellie. As usual, you look stunning, and always glad when I could talk to you and do a show with you.
Yes, indeed. It's always a pleasure when we make sports betting magic happen with your winners. So we're talking Angels. They're a minus 140 on the road at the Orioles. The total on this one's 8.5. What are you going with here, Ross?
Well, Sandoval for the Angels is slated to make the start, and he's 1-5 with his last 6 team starts with a 4.85 ERA. But when I look inside the numbers at that 4.85 ERA, it might not seem horrible, but his WHIP of 175 during that time, it leads me to believe that his ERA should be much higher during this course of time, and he's been very lucky to wiggle out of a lot of jams. So again, that's why I put a lot more emphasis on WHIP, folks, than I do ERA, and this is a textbook example of such. Dean Kramer gets the start for the Baltimore Orioles. He's coming off a rough outing against Texas, but still in 6 starts this year, he's been more than respectable with a 2.48 ERA in those outings. Boy, oh boy, the Baltimore Orioles have really surprised a lot of people this year. They're currently just 4 games under 500. And I say just 4 games under 500 because over the last few seasons, this has been a terrible, perennially 100-loss team. And this year, that's not going to occur. And Baltimore is on a current 5-game win streak. They've also won 9 of their last 11 at home. And this will be a day game, 4:05 p.m. Eastern time start. And the Orioles at Camden Yards this year during the day have gone an extremely profitable 9-3. And if you look up the Orioles and look up their money line record this year, they're one of the top money-making teams in baseball. Of course, they don't match up with the Yankees in that regard, but still, even with a losing record on the season, they've been a great betting value, especially of late. The LA Angels have scored 2 runs or less in 5 of their last 6 games. They're just not getting it done offensively, and it's a major reason why they've lost 5 of those last 6 games. Not only losing 5 of their last 6, Ellie, but 11-29 over their last 40 games played. I'm going with the Baltimore Orioles here, plus 120 over the LA Angels.
Yep, that was my play on this too. I like the Orioles, and I also like it going under. Both of these teams trend towards the under. And yes, if you look at Kremer's last start, like you were saying, he got banged up. But I feel like, I don't like to bet on guys to have 2 crappy performances in a row when they haven't really been showing that to me all year. But we've got LA 33-43 and 8 to the under. Baltimore's 36-45 and 3 to the under. So I was going with the under and the Orioles, and that's how we're going to play this game. Now, Ross, over at picksandparlays.net, that's where all of your premium plays, your best bets are. Why don't you tell the people what you're up to over at the site?
Yeah, right now it's all just baseball. I don't do anything in the WNBA. So it's all baseball and my Major League Baseball 10-star top plays. Again, folks, since the start of last year, 50-32, good for 61%. Since last year, check out those subscription plans at picksandparlays.net because you'll save a ton of money by investing into a subscription plan with me as opposed to buying on a daily basis. But I'm not opposed to you buying on a daily basis, especially if you're somebody who just likes to dabble in once in a while. That's fine. But if you're a guy that likes to bet or a lady that likes to bet every day, I would highly suggest, not only for me, but for all the handicappers over at picksandparlays.net to look into those subscription plans. Very affordable pricing.
Yes, indeed. And we do, there's a 3-day pass, a 1 week, a 1 month, a year long. There's lots of different subscription options for you guys to check out when you're over there. But when you do, make sure you're using the promo code CFL. That's going to save 20% off whatever you purchase from Ross over at picksandparlays.net. And until then, we're going to roll with the Orioles and a little bit of plus money and the under when they take on the Angels this Saturday.